Hello, welcome back to Terra Invicta, the full release Academy Brutal Run. In the last episode, well, the major thing we did is make a Republic of China. That's right. China is now fully democratic, with a little bit of inequality and a little bit of fragmentation. Went and upgraded the bases. There will now building tier 2 research hubs. Technically, what I want to do is build science labs, but they cost mission control. And until we don't get Mercury and start spamming their mission controls there, I'm not doing that. Because we also need chips, and we need chips that will go to series, and for that I think we'll be needing the border drive. For now, we need to stop researching this because humanity first, despite having they stopped researching the hydro-related projects. They want to go with this, which is a little bit of silly. Leave me alone anyway. I will now also rejoin China to the Syria war, and I hope that Iran will not nuke this army once Syria starts losing. They might. And we also encountered the event where every one of my counselors will slowly begin being
going into hiding.
revealed.
Ready for orders. Investigating target.
At your service. Offering support.
Alright, let's get going.
Offering counsel.
Going off the grid.
Offering counsel.
A life spent merely enduring is a life spent waiting for death. Allow yourself to become the flame that pushes back the darkness.
Yeah, you're talking too slow. Yeah, we need space commerce for drink hubs. And now maybe I can return to my schedule program in research.
Person of interest surveilled.
Order is returning.
In the US, you say? Okay, we now have a Hydra to eliminate. So Luz decided to be an asshole. Please don't. And we have a strike fleet. No, this is transport fleet. Alright, the war with Syria is over. Let me remove all armies, go home. Attacking Iran is suicide because they have nukes. 3 nukes, in fact. And they're building more. That increase our cohesion? Probably. Right.
We'll see what they're up to.
Where do you need me?
I need you back in China.
I will help them.
Your orders?
Standing by for orders. Gear up.
Also, I've created a new station in Ilo 2 with social science, but that's the only science labs we didn't build because they can only be built either on Earth or 50,000 population, and yeah, and it's not happening on Mars
Offering
anytime soon.
assistance.
Offering assistance.
You're jerking my chain, right? There's no way in hell that I'm spending millions on sending a rocket into space if we just let half of it sink to the bottom of the ocean. Chairman Soren van Wyk comments to SABC News.
Alright, what next? Let me check. What was the quantum encryption? Yes, self-repairing software. That's what we need to do next. Because we need those agents. The final counselor.
We've got some intel on our target.
That's number 11. That's kind of weak. No, he isn't. He's in fact quite formidable with 3 stacks of salamander.
Mission aborted.
Yeah, you're descending. And what do we need to do? Another one in USA.
Recon complete.
And what are you sending? Another Hydra. There we go, Hydra interrogation. Because the Hydra's spoken language is so simple and complex, factors such as meaning and tone spring primarily from olfactory emissions, it has taken incredible time and patience to divine useful meaning from our captives' multisensory declarations. Every failure is an opportunity to learn. Of course, each unfortunate dead end, our questioning reached only granted greater insight into the alien's strange language. After such stumbles, and discourse of sorts has been established.
Chancellor, we have our first full report on our interrogation of our alien captive.
Rudy was indeed willing to talk, and we have learned a great deal. The summary report from the head of our translation team follows below with attached notes. Query or question. General request for our prisoner to introduce himself. The Hydra identified himself, but what was presumably a name and an organizational position. He's apparently a diplomat, bioengineer, animal handler. Apparently, the 3 roles have considerable overlap within Hydra society. Translators note the Hydra's name is utterly unpronounceable. For the sake of our larynxes, we're going to just keep on calling him Rudy. Question: why has your species come to our solar system? Answer: for the purpose of untranslatable verb, human, and other Earth native species. Question: please define untranslatable verb. Answer: translator notes. This took a long time to interpret. The verb the Hydra used appears to mean a combination of risk analysis, animal taming, and resource exploitation. The fact that Hydras have a single word for all three is quite revealing. The closest English term is probably domesticate, or maybe enslave. Why are you attempting to domesticate our species? Answer: humanity has been classified by untranslatable proper noun 1 as a class 4 untranslatable some sort of scale species. Please explain. Protocol of untranslatable proper noun 2 requires that all extraterrestrial species of class 3 and higher be domesticated upon first contact. Please define untranslatable proper noun 2. Answer: translators know. Interpreting this term was both fascinating and frustratingly difficult. What Rudy described over the next hour appeared to be a cross between a political movement, a philosophy, and a security organization. Our best translation would be Defense Consensus. Are you a member of Hydra Defense Consensus? All Hydra follow the Defense Consensus. Are there any means by which we could negotiate it with the leaders of your Defense Consensus? No. Are there any other Hydra factions besides the Defense Consensus? No. Are there some outcomes that the Defense Consensus would accept other than human domestication? No. Do not wish to be domesticated. Answer: translators note. Humor is notoriously difficult to translate, but strongly suspect that the Hydra's reaction to the statement and our follow-ups along the same lines was amusement. Regardless, we didn't get anything helpful. The interrogation continued for another hour, but little further progress was made. Translators note. General reactions are mixed. Rudy is quite willing to talk, perhaps out of simple boredom, as he has had little interaction except with the security personnel detailed to his confinement chamber. His manner is also neither hostile nor particularly aggressive. However, he clearly has no interest in treating with us as equals. He apparently views our request for negotiation as we would treat a diplomatic request from a German Shepherd. We will continue our effort. So we have their purpose, research, and their weakness, and their forensic resistance. Yeah. We have 5 billion, research points to do because we're academy, and we want to do the things peaceful way. Put that in quotation marks. Right. Yes, I know we have found an alien. You don't need to remind me. What's your admin current? 15. Let's give you security. And more security.
I'm here. On the way to the target site.
Where to? Taking it to them.
Reporting in.
You keep scouting him.
Surveilling target.
However,
Where do you need me?
I need to remove your...
Targeting enemy orgs.
your defensive org. I know you try to eat them, but you know, you can remove them just by killing them, right? You don't need to capture them. And their purpose... what's their purpose like? 20,000? Yeah, everything will be 20,000. And their weakness. And defensive foresights. And now we got the strategic deception, which is a little too late. But yeah. Versatile resistance 30, their purpose 20, their weakness 20. Yeah.
Offering support.
Offering support.
Person of interest surveilled.
Org acquired. We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Can someone take it or not? Yes, yes, I know. Okay, we got finally this. All the mirrors working. How's now the mirrors on Mars doing? 45 power single. Not ain't that much, considering fusion gives 85. I'm not sure it's worth it. Everyone was excited about it. Maybe we got tier 2.
Here's what we found.
Looks like Japan is trying to invade Iran, and we didn't destroy any army of Iran's. And what are we sending now? Another surveillance. They will never learn. You have everything except this.
We're going in.
Ready for my mission. Eyes on target.
Ready.
What's the up? We'll see what we can find.
I will help them.
Offering counsel.
Surveillance complete.
Okay. It's time to eliminate it, or indeed try to eliminate it.
Recon complete.
Here's what we found.
At your service.
Okay.
I'm here.
Your espionage is only 23.
I have them in my sights.
Reporting in. Let's see what we can see.
Ready for orders. I'll keep them safe.
Can I give you one more espionage? Somehow. I don't see. I see this thing. It's +3. That will be probably at the cost. Of investigation. This is your Capitan. Please eliminate Hydra.
Standing by.
The first try.
Lending my expertise.
Lending my expertise.
Defending the VIP.
Ready.
Target down.
Excellent. Their demands. Thanks to our efforts both in translation and in limited recreation of the ferrocide-based communication, the Hydra have thankfully shown some willingness not only to engage with us, but also to simplify their complex tongue for our sake. The latest clearest response brings good news and bad. The good, they do not currently intend to simply destroy humanity outright. The bad, they stipulate a degree of subjugation far beyond our reasonable expectations.
I suppose the silver lining is that they bothered to communicate with us at all, Chancellor.
We have translated the Hydra statement. Calling it a statement is unfortunately inaccurate. It is in fact a list of demands. 1. Humanity is to cease all military operation against Hydra forces and place all their forces under the command of Hydra appointed representatives. 2. Humanity is to commit to building no space fleet, weapons of mass destruction, or other military assets that could present a threat to the Hydra race, and any such weapon is existence must be turned over to Hydra-appointed representatives. 3. Human will commit to supporting the Hydra race in any and all future endeavors or military conflicts. A standing human force will be raised and trained to serve under Hydra handlers in future operations. 4. To ensure that point 2 and 3 are carried out, orbital weapons platforms will be placed in low Earth orbit carrying sufficient firepower to suppress any possible human resistance. These weapons platforms will be placed under the control of Hydra-appointed representatives. We attempted to negotiate in response to these demands. Our message received no reply. The mood among our people is bleak. The more anti-alien members of our factions have been saying in so many words, "We told you so." The alien demands are not merely for surrender, but for complete and total subjugation. All of our attempts to reopen negotiation have been met with silence. We're at a diplomatic brick wall, and I fear there is no path forward. Well, this is a path forward, but for now I want some protection from the Hydra, because they have way too much percent chances. And when this becomes out of crackdown, March. Infiltrated reaching out. With a traitor in our ranks, we must seek outside help. We have at least one traitor in our organization, so no one can be trusted. Instead, we will use our influence, control, or outstanding favors or to request help from the global intelligence agencies. Each will be given part of the data we have so that no one agency learns too much about our operations, and the reports will be independently amalgamated by several isolated teams. Here before their combined reports are cross-referenced. Points where these reports agree will hopefully lead us to our leak. So we have 30% chance on leak revealed. Now of course it will fail because, So far, no useful connections have been made, although some interesting patterns are evident in integrated data. For example, members of the Academy are slightly more likely than average to watch anime, pay their taxes on time, and react to new situations with violence. Alright.
We found something.
Let's give you Survivor, I think. It's also +1 security, but cheaper. Alright, so now we need
Standing
to
by.
find more Hydras. We know there are 2.
Standing by for orders.
We know you know where he is, probably. They still don't learn to serve. They want to develop coexistence pact, and we barely know anything about you.
Your orders? Initiating surveillance.
Ready to go. We must persuade the people.
At your service. Going in hot.
Initiating recon.
Offering counsel.
I will help them.
Pharaoh's Drive. We're still doing the what you call it? Borna Drive.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
Yeah, we found one. And back to LA.
By the numbers.
And there we have social science now.
Taking it to them.
Ready. Tracking target.
Okay, security measure done.
I will help them.
Offering assistance.
Person of interest surveilled.
I'll fight. Excuse me. You're not allowed to do that.
Enjoy your wealth and status while you can, my friends, because it is your certain destiny to eventually put yourself out of a job. Chancellor Li Qingzao.
And then we continue with quantum encryption.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
No, bad resistance. Really, I have 5.2k research and you're still trying.
Target secured.
Damn this. And what are you? Surveillance.
Reporting in. Gear up.
Lending my expertise.
Offering support.
We have unlock project, research unlock. Yeah. Which was that? No, no. That thing.
We've got some intel on our target.
What do we have? Nothing defensive? Yeah, they have now 25 defense.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
How come you have such a good thing?
Target destroyed.
What else can I protect?
Going in hot.
Nothing new. Now we have 80%. I wish I could see your calculations.
Offering support.
Offering counsel.
Person of interest surveilled.
The people will come to our side.
I think you failed.
Score one for the good guys.
Conflict in space doesn't have an exact analogue in terrestrial warfare, although our instructors keep trying to explain it like it does. Armored warfare where the tanks are all sliding around on ice? A submarine engagement with nowhere to hide? Air combat where there's no gravity to overcome or air to bank against? Trying to come up with a universal metaphor will lead to wrong assumptions and broken ships. Teach the physics and the decision sets they imply. Our crews can handle it.
Alright, and what next? Tech 3. What are we missing? Our space in the future, right? Which also depends on space commerce, which we are currently doing. Mission to Venus. And now, enemy nation. Yeah, one skill
them
and
down.
I'm here.
we're suffering greatly.
On guard.
Or even 2 points because that was 23 versus 25. Okay, my anti-phase would have better because they have +4 to assassinations. And probably even more. I'm not sure exactly how many techs they have for that.
Offering assistance.
Lending my expertise.
Defending the VIP.
Stop it.
Problem solved. Permanently.
Send.
We're winning their hearts and minds.
We know there is one more. Infiltrated cooperation. The second batch of reports from our allies have arrived. After the disappointing first batch of reports, we have brought several more agencies on board to provide additional analysis. It's hoped that with even more eyes on the problem, more data points will be discovered when the reports are cross-referenced. So now 40% to reveal the leak. The leak compromises our operations once again, so we failed again. No useful data has been found yet, although a number of new patterns have been observed. Members of the Academy tend to have above average levels of martial arts training, even for non-combat positions, and more likely to be left-handed than the global norm, and have a statistically unlikely but entirely understandable love for large dogs. Okay. And you are sending a fleet. Strike, strike, strike. That's an offensive operation. Speaking of which, ship designer. So we can use the burner drive. I think I missed the advanced pulsar. Where is that plasma? Trust. Yeah, so this is a higher exhaust velocity, but not enough, very low thrust. I need to search for upgrades to the computer. It's still like impossible to do anything with it, because we built 10 ships and we're building 1000 water and world towns. And we probably aren't reaching anything. So if we go here to where will be series? Here. So we need 57.7 kps. I'll get technical order. How long it will take? No. We need to at least 20.5. And it will take not many weeks. So it'll be at least 2 years. There's a lot of loiter time. And what if we use this drive? I don't think we have enough mini Gs to start from Earth orbit. Yeah. Yes, you are now in improvement.
Where do you need me?
Acknowledged.
Ready. Taking it to them.
Offering counsel.
Offering assistance.
Surveillance complete.
And you have
Don't
led to
let them find
5.
out.
And there is no way I can currently
Cleaning
increase
things
royalty,
up.
because no one has the Inspire.
Public sentiment is increasingly with us.
And now you are leaked.
Target secured.
Cleaning things up.
Wrapping up here.
Your
We'll be
royalty
ready
is 0.
for new orders
Sure.
soon.
Another iceberg collapses.
The final frontier proved a bit underwhelming, no? Veni Vidi Vici is great, but how do you say I leased it at triple market rate in Latin? Chairman, sorry.
That's a cool idea, but how this would work?
Where do you need me?
And your way to inspire her. Well, you could do
I'll
it.
ensure their loyalty.
Standing by.
Ready to go. Evading pursuit.
What's the op? I will help them.
Hunkering down.
Offering counsel.
Offering assistance.
I believe they'll stay loyal to the cause.
We've got some intel on our target. We'll be ready for new orders soon.
Wrapping up here.
Prepping for next mission.
Prepping for next mission.
Wrapping up here.
Wrapping up here.
At your service.
Who are you? And why so hard to spot?
Initiating surveillance.
Acknowledged. Offering support.
Ready. We'll make our appeal.
You don't have no, you don't have. Is there an org that gives advice but inspire? Probably not. Advice but not inspire.
Lending my expertise.
Offering support.
Their loyalty remains questionable.
Nothing unusual found.
What?
Prepping for next mission.
Wild bee.
We've moved the needle.
Right. With that done, I think I may want to project review. Maybe Maybe I missed something, maybe I didn't. Because 33%. Right. We need to find Mr.
We'll see what they're up to.
Protectorate.
I will help them.
I will help them.
I think we had a breakthrough.
Person of interest surveilled.
Excellent.
Public opinion is moving in our direction.
What are you sending now? Another Hydra. You have a battleship as a protector. Interesting. Alright, I think we'll finish for today. USA is back again. Survived that crackdown. We eliminated more Hydras. We're still under that event. Silly event. Anyway, yeah, thank you for watching.